Yo, so check this out. This is my prediction for the Tony Harrison versus Tim Tszyu fight coming up. And how I'm looking at it, Tony Harrison is a far more superb boxer than Tim Tszyu. The thing Tim Tszyu has on Tony Harrison is the age, and he hasn't been in many tough fights like Tony has. But the one thing that I'm looking at, because Tim Tszyu is a pressure fighter, and those are the guys that have given Tony the biggest troubles with when he's gotten stopped or whatnot. The biggest thing I'm looking at with Tim Tszyu and Tony Harrison's about 6'1", 6'2", and Tim Tszyu only 5'8", maybe 5'9". So he's a lot shorter, and it'll be a lot tougher for him to get in past that jab. And if Tony's moving, I think Tony could get him out. Well, I'm not gonna say get him out of there. I think Tony could. It'll be tough for Tim Tszyu to get in, but I will say, in the past, seeing Tony with the guys he's had issues with, Willie Nelson and Jarrett Hurd, far more bigger guys than Tim Tszyu, even bigger than Tony, and strong guys. And when he got caught, the first time when he got caught with Willie Nelson, he didn't react well at all. And when Jarrett Hurd got him, Jarrett's a real big guy. He just kept coming forward. He was young, strong, and he hurt Tony with a nice shot. So the way I'm looking at it is, because Tony started slowing down in every fight that he lost, he started slowing down around the 7th, 8th round, and then ended up getting stopped in the 9th against Willie Nelson, and Jarrett Hurd against Jermell Charlo. He got stopped in the 11th, but he did start slowing down in the 7th, 8th round. And in that fight, I actually had him up winning, and he actually, in that fight, he was coming forward, and he was kind of flat-footed that fight, and I know he had missed time. They didn't have the rematch when they were supposed to have it because he had an Achilles injury, if I'm not mistaken. It was something to that extent, but I could kind of tell the way he was moving, and he boxed beautifully coming forward. But I think he always gets that stamina at the end of fights, and you'll start seeing him slowing down. So with that being said, Tim Tszyu, he has the age. He's 28, and I think Tony may be 32, and he's had a lot of wars, a lot of tough fights. But I'm gonna go ahead and go. I think Tony Harrison the best, the most skilled. He's the most skilled fighter in the sport, and I'm gonna go with Tony Harrison for the unanimous decision victory against Tim Tszyu. I'm not ruling out the possibility that Tim Tszyu, keep coming forward, pressuring, and, catch Tony with a shot if Tony starts to fatigue. So, but my prediction, Tony Harrison, unanimous decision win. Get that rematch with Jermell Charlo for undisputed, maybe in the summertime or later on in the year in the fall. But that's all I got. Georgia Road Mo, real ones know. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm out.
Hustle, got it off the muscle. From where you had to scuff them knuckles. If a nigga ever touched you, tables turn. I'd rather set my own than have a seat at churn. I review the contents, not listening to these old niggas nonsense. Take a page from Bumpy Johnson's. Monetize our own content, collect the profits. Study manuals of street profits. Got instructions, made deposits to my pockets.